Good evening, friends. Dave, Rolling Springs Ranch. Tonight, we are back in the kitchen. We're gonna make some fresh sourdough pizza dough. Couple ingredients, that's all it takes. And if you watched the video earlier that I put out on how to make your own starter yeast, go ahead and watch that on the YouTube channel. So let's get to it. And basically what we're going to do, we have bread flour. There's only a couple ingredients: bread flour, the yeast, a pinch of sugar, and some salt. We'll knead it all together, and then we'll let it rest for, they say a couple hours, but we'll give it an hour, roll it out, and we'll start enjoying. So we're going to get our dry ingredient in this bowl. I chose not to use the mixer tonight. I find that it's more inconvenient using the mixer for such small projects. I got to pull the mixer out, got to clean the bowl, got to clean the hook, and that's if I clean it the same day. Next day it's near impossible. So I'm just going to mix it here in the bowl, do it the old-fashioned way. So we got 3 cups of bread flour. And I'm going to mash this down just so I can put my yeast in there. It calls for a cup of the yeast. Now, if you remember from the video earlier, this is one of the ones that we made here on the homestead. It is fermented. We fed it earlier, and it is ready to go. They recommend 2 to 4 hours after feeding is the best time to use it for baking. And so it is nice and frothy at this point. And what we're going to do is we're going to scoop a cup out of there. Dust this off. And we got a nice cup, and we'll just put it in there. Definitely sticky, frothy. And we'll put the lid back on, and then tomorrow we will refeed it and just keep it going. Now we got to add a cup of water, warm water. I already put some in the microwave. And we will sprinkle that around. Calls for a little pinch of table salt, which I have coarse kosher salt, 1.5 teaspoons, and we'll call that good. And I like to use just a pinch of sugar. Helps the yeast, just a pinch. So at this point, I'll start kneading it by hand. If it becomes too dry, then I will go ahead and just add a splash of water. I'm going to put a little bit of oil in there, and I'm going to save the rest of the oil for once I'm done to oil the pan. So now it's going to get sticky here. But eventually we'll be able to knead it into a ball. Which will become our pizza dough here shortly. The last time I made this dough was so silky and so flavorful. We made an ultra thin pizza, probably an eighth inch thick, ultra thin, and it was perfect. Nice char on the bottom, good crisp. It's looking like, yep. And again, I'm not using the mixer. I chose to use my hand. Some of you gonna say, wear your gloves, you know, the pizza police. It's my pizza. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this dough ball out and I'm gonna clean this, and then I'm gonna dry it off, and I'm gonna put a little bit of oil in there, and then we're gonna let this thing rise a little bit. We'll punch it back down, and then we'll roll it out. Stay tuned. All right, so I cleaned the bowl real quick, scrubbed it down, put a little bit of oil in here. We got it all greased up. We're gonna take our dough, and I'm gonna knead it into a little ball. And we're gonna roll it around in this oil, and we're gonna cover it. We're gonna cover it for about an hour, keep the draft off of it, let it rise. We'll knock it back down, and we're gonna roll it back out. Stand by. 3, 2, 1. All right, so we've had our dough sitting in a warm oven for about an hour. So usually, longer the better. Oh, but we don't have time tonight, so we're doing a quick pizza. It did double in size. Couple simple ingredients real quick before I roll it out. I usually like to dust my pan with some cornmeal so it doesn't stick. We're gonna be putting pepperoni on this. We're gonna cut up an onion. We got Parmesan, grated Parmesan. We dust with a little oregano. If you can, get fresh oregano. That makes all the difference in the world. The fragrance from fresh oregano compared to dry, night and day. So, and then we'll just put some crushed red pepper on top. All right, so we're gonna set this off to the side, and we're gonna dust the countertop with a little flour so we can roll this dough out. And it is nice and fluffy. And we'll just sit there. Kind of looks droopy, but it's okay. At the same time, I'm going to go ahead and start to preheat my oven. 450 degrees is where I like to put it. Okay. And we'll just put a little over here. And what we want to do is just kind of push it out. We're going to do a little thicker crust today. Usually we do thin crust. And look at that. I don't even have to use a rolling pin. Nor do I know how to toss it in the air like a professional pizza maker. And then we're going to transfer this I struggle at pizza dough. And we'll just kind of work it around. It's going to be a thick crust. And just like that. Not the greatest, but hey, tastes good. So we use this Don Pepino pizza sauce. We found it. We had some friends from the New England states that came by, and we made pizza when they were here, and they introduced us to that pizza sauce. It's by far, I think it's probably one of the best pizza sauces I've ever had. It's got some texture to it, and we bought it by the case on Amazon, I believe. So this is nice and hearty. It's got good flavor. So I like to put it on heavy. It usually comes out to about a half a can. Man, I am hungry. A little more. There we go. So we got that. We got our pizza crust. We're going to go ahead and just slice up an onion real quick. Okay. I don't have a sous chef here today to slice up my onions for me. Nor am I a speed chopper. All right, so we're looking good. What we'll do here, we got some pretty coarse mozzarella cheese. And we're going pretty heavy tonight. Okay. We also have some Parmesan. Give it a little zing. Can't go wrong with lots of cheese. So hopefully next year here on the homestead that we'll be getting our milk and cheese from our cow. And we do, and we also have the garlic. Old Pamper Chef. Drop the cloves in, turn it. Everybody likes garlic. Roasted garlic. And I think that's it. And that's it. Okay. Got some onions. Am I making you all hungry yet? Oh, you just wait. Some extra. This would really go good with some fresh mushrooms and banana peppers. I always think of the good things after the fact. Okay, so we got that. And we'll load her up with some pepperoni. Everybody likes pepperoni. And just about the time we wrap this up, our oven should be ready to go. Now everybody's oven's going to be a little bit different as far as cook times and how people like their cheese and crust. So I would say probably 10 minutes. 10 minutes to make, 5 minutes to eat. Just kidding. Our next, we decided to cook the pizza in the house tonight in the oven, but I do have a wood pellet pizza oven, and the weather's kind of crappy today, so we're not going to be firing that up. You load it up with wood pellets in the back, and generally you can cook a pizza in just a couple minutes flat. It's like a brick oven, like a little brick oven pizza maker. Thing's pretty fabulous. So that will be next week. We'll make some more pizza dough with our sourdough starters, and we sprinkle that. Give a little crushed red pepper for just spice real quick. Nothing crazy. And then that is the pizza we made, and we're going to pop it in the oven. See you all in 10 minutes. All right, so we're coming up on the 10 minutes. So we're taking a peek at it. Ooh, boy, look at that. So I think what we're gonna do is, oh yeah, that's looking good. Let me grab a rag towel here real quick. I got the pizza peel. I'm gonna pull it off the pan, and I'm gonna set it on the grate there for the last minute or two to kind of give the bottom a little bit of crispiness. So come over here and follow. Oh yeah. Look at that. So we're gonna set that right there. We're gonna give it a minute or two to crisp it up on the bottom. Damn, I should open a pizza delivery place. All right, go ahead, kill it. Let's give it to 8. We'll give it 850, right? Are you? Minutes is up. Here we go. Woo! Check that out. All right, guys, here is the finishing touch. Get it off this pan, set it on there. I had to say that is a winner from start to finish. Best part of it is Bailey, our fresh sourdough yeast mixture to make this. It's nice. It's got nice crust. It's not heavy. It looks like something that got delivered. DiGiorno. If you like what you see, Dave, Rolling Springs Ranch, click the like, subscribe, leave a comment below if you want to see some other content that you're interested in. Until next time, I'm eating. Dave, out. All right. Man, hear that crunch. Look at that. That is pretty good. Not bad. Good flavor. Good crust. That's what it's all about.
Great.
I'm giving it 8.2. Dave Portnoy.